Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kyrielle and today we are doing the fourth video in my gemstone series, and this one is diamond for the month of April. I think it's safe to say that because it was diamond, I had to include a load of gems. So I almost created like a prism halo eye but with some gems on the inner and outer corner. I don't know, I just had some fun with this one. I got the idea for this kind of pastel cut crease diffused kind of look because of some images that I'd seen of diamond. Diamond typically is a clear stone, but you can get coloured diamonds as well. You can get yellow, pink, black. So I was inspired by that, but also I was inspired by this image in particular. With the diamond is you can kind of see the reflection of the colours throughout it. So I kind of wanted to apply that to my eyes. So that's what I did today. Hopefully in the close-ups you can see the vision, you can see where I'm going with this, because you can get darker coloured diamonds as well. I did a little bit of smokiness on the lower lash line, not too much though because it's very light and airy on top and I didn't want to completely clash. But yeah, this is what I did and I'm going to show you how I did it. We go through the base and stuff as well. Yeah, without further ado, if this is your first time jumping on my channel, welcome. I hope you decide to stick around. This is just a little fun series on my channel where every month I'm doing the gemstone of the month in a makeup look, because why not? Very much inspired by XXRevolution here on YouTube. She kind of does these series every now and again. But yeah, this is just my interpretation, just a little bit of fun. If you're interested in seeing the other videos, I have made a playlist. I'll link it in the eye over here if you want to catch up or if you've missed any. And yeah, if you are now just stopping by, I would greatly appreciate it if you decided to join along and subscribe. I upload twice a week on a Monday and a Thursday. So if you'd like to, hit the red button down below and the little bell button, and then you'll get notified of when I upload. And yeah, we'll have a fun time together. Anyway, I think I've chatted your ear off. Without further ado, let's get into this pretty pastel diffused cut crease gem glowy look. I don't know what to call this. Let's get right into it. Alright, so this is a close-up of the eye. I may add some more gems afterwards. I don't know, we'll see how it all looks together. I've already briefly done my brows. I just stuck them up with my usual, the Benefit 24-hour brow setter, and also the Precisely My Brow in number 3. But let's do this. So first of all, I'm going to go in with the base. I'm going to use the Beautybay base in the shade 2, and I'm just going to go just underneath my brow with this, kind of line my brow with it. Just like so, and I'm just gonna pat it out and just briefly blend it a little bit, get rid of excess product, you know. And then I went in with this new one that I bought from P.Louise. It's the canvas paint in the shade White. This is a new one to my collection and I really wanted to use it. First, I'm just gonna pat this on the mobile lid and then I'm gonna blend it up into the base we just applied above. My idea with this was to have kind of like a faded look to the rainbow, because on a diamond it's not actually coloured but it shines like a rainbow. So I wanted to have a rainbow in this look but really subdue it and have it almost like in a haze. So that is kind of what I've done here. I think it kind of does that. So once I've put it on the lid, I'm just going to blend it with a little blending brush to fade it out. Now that's down and all blended, I'm going to go in with my Pastels palette from Beautybay. And the other palette I'm using for this look is the Made by Mitchell Head in the Clouds palette. First shade I'm going to go into is from the Mitchell palette and it's called Night Nympho. This is traditionally a dark shade. I'm just going to lightly touch the pan. I don't want any more than that, and I'm actually gonna dab off the excess on the back of my hand and I'm gonna start my rainbow. I'm doing this with my eyes open so I can see where everything starts and ends. I'm gonna start in the inner corner. This does almost look a little bit pink on the lid, but it looks more red than the other colours, so it all works out in the end. Just gonna apply this at the front. I'm leaving the very inner corner completely blank. I'm just doing it kind of like on the crease. And now I'm going to use pretty much every single shade from the Pastels palette. First going in with Lovesick. I'm literally just going over where the other colour ends and overlapping the shades. Oh my gosh. Guys, I just hit pan on this palette. Wow. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I actually hit pan on something. I'm impressed. Anyway, I'm going in with Golden Hour. I'm raising the colours a little bit higher each time, just so we can get that kind of arch effect, you know? I'm just using the same brush every single time, by the way. I'm just wiping it off as we go. Now I'm going in with First Light. A little bit of Serenity. Then Middays. I love this colour. It's so intense, it's so cool. Then Cloud Free. And then finally Daydream on the end. Now as you can see, we get rid of a lot of this colour, but it's fine. That's what we want. I'm just gonna go back in and just blend between the colours just to make sure it's all seamless. I'm going to go back in with my P.Louise base and I'm going to cut the crease. Because this is just a fun look, I'm not going to bother taking off the colour or anything. We're going to be going over with a white shadow anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. As you can see, I'm taking this really high and doing it very roughly. I am going to swoop it out a little bit as well. Now my shape is on, I'm going to go in with a little blending brush and I'm just going to wiggle the base. And I want to really soften it and start to create a blur. I wanted it to almost look like set back, so that's why I'm doing it this way. I'm actually just gonna dab a little bit of base on the brush and just tap off the excess and go in. Now that's just kind of diffused a little bit, I'm gonna go in with the Head in the Clouds palette in the shade Walter, which is just the pure white. This is one of the best whites I've ever tried. And I'm just gonna start by setting the center of the lid and then just fan it out a little bit. I want the lid to be like the brightest part. And then I'm going to take the white and I'm just gonna haze over the edges and go onto the color. And this is what creates the kind of fade effect and helps blend a little bit. Basically what I've done is made them even more pastel than what they already were, and it just gives more of like a hint of the rainbow, you know, which is what I wanted. So now we've done that, I'm going to go in with the shade Clouded from the Mitchell palette and I'm going to spritz it with some setting spray, and I'm just going to put this in the center of the lid for some shine. And then I'm lightly going in with the shade Pink Eye on the inner and outer corner. Just blending it into that clouded shade, and I'm also kind of winging it out on the outer corner here. This is a real pastel fantasy moment, isn't it? I love it. Pastels are pretty much my favourite. Okay, and that is pretty much it for the shadow on the top of the lid. I'm just going to clean out some fallout I've got and then we'll do the lower lash line. And then it's gems. I just primed my under eyes with some Colourpop concealer just so we've got a little bit of a base. I wanted a darker under eye because diamonds can come in deep dark colours as well, so I thought I'd do a darker lash line. I'm going to go in with the shade called Night Shift from the Mitchell palette, and I'm going to take this just about halfway across the waterline and then just blend out the excess across. Then I'm taking the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This is in the shade Zero, which is just a black, and I'm going to apply this to the outer half of my waterline as well. Bring it slightly through the lashes as well because I want to blend this into the colour. And then taking Night Shift again, I'm just going to blend over this just to intensify the colour and really add some depth. Then I'm taking the shade Golden Hour, which is a really pretty shade, and I'm going to put this on the inner corner and blend it back. Blend it into the deeper colour a little. I also went in with the light dusting of Mama Marmalade just in between the two colours and just below just to help blend it together. I'm just going to add a little bit of this pencil to my tight line as well and then add some mascara. Right, now it's gem time. These are just from Amazon. I'll link some similar down below if you're interested. I had an idea that I kind of wanted to do like a halo eye with the gems, so that's kind of what I did. I like arched them over in the center and made them like a little bit more dense towards the base of the lid, and I winged them out slightly. So I'm just going to do the same over here. I start with the bigger ones first of all and then work my way out with smaller and smaller gems, and I'm just using duo glue to attach them and this little rubber pencil to pick them up. This makes things so much easier. Alright, so that is all the gems on. I tried to make them as even as possible, but my eyes aren't even, so the likelihood is that they're not. I wanted to add a little bit more sparkle because these reflect nicely, but I wanted something in between the gems, so I went in with this by W7. It's the Metal Flash Metallic Glitter Eyeliner. This is in the shade Iridescent, and I just dotted it around and in between the gems just to add a little bit more sparkle, you know. Now that that's on there, I'm just going to use some lashes. I'm using Fleur by Pound Lashes. And then let's zoom you guys out and do a nice glowy base. See you guys in a sec. Okay, so I am aware I look like a complete egg because my hair is up in a bun, but you know what, it's fine, we'll sort that out in the end. First of all, I want to go for some super glowy skin. So I'm going to start off with the Revolution Super Dewy Primer. I can never get it out in the friggin' pipette, so I'm just gonna put some out on the back of my hand, I guess. Come on. Ugh. Okay. Almost went everywhere. I'm gonna kind of keep this on the high points but also on the cheeks as well, and then just blend it out a little bit, you know. I'm gonna use the Conceal and Glow foundation. Have not used this in a while. Can't really remember the coverage or anything. I'm assuming that it's gonna be decent. I don't know. I just wanted a glowy skin, so figured I'd go in with this today. I forgot how good that foundation is. Looking super glowy, which is great. I'm gonna chisel a little bit. I'm gonna use the Fenty Cream Bronzer. I've not used this in a little while, not gonna lie. I've just been using the matchstick, just a bit more convenient to grab. I wanna look quite chiseled, you know, because diamonds are cut. I don't know what this was. Yeah, I'm just gonna give myself some higher cheekbones if I can and cut more across to make me look a little bit more angled. Get rid of the double chin. Gonna contour my nose a little. I have not properly contoured my nose like in a while like this. Feels good to do some intense makeup, you know. I mean, not that this is too intense, but it's just more than what I wear on day to day. Now it's time for blush. I think, what do I want to use? Because I want super glowy, I'm gonna go in with the XXRevolution Indulgence Cream Blush Palette. And what shade should I go for? I'm thinking this one. It's a little bit more pinky. Let's see what this looks like. Go right above the contour. Ooh, pretty. To keep the angled look, I'm kind of keeping it like out towards the edge of my face. I'm not passing my pupil, so it just makes me look a little bit more angular, you know. And a little touch to the tip of my nose. Okay, and now am I gonna powder? I kind of don't want to powder, you know, because I want to keep the glow, and also I'm not going out anywhere. So I think I'm just gonna highlight and then do lips. For my highlight, I want something slightly more icy, so I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Face Studio Chrome Extreme highlighter, and this is in the shade Diamond Glow, so kind of had to use it. Okay, let's just go over the top here. Hopefully this will really stick to these cream products and be blinding. Whew. Yes, that is what I wanted. Oh no, I think it's giving me a grey cast. Abort. I'm just gonna go over with my blush and hopefully calm that down. No, it's giving me a weird texture. I do not want to have to do my base all over again. I did have this as a backup. I'm gonna go in with my Ofra Everglow highlight. This is the collaboration with Nikkie Tutorials, and hopefully we can sort this out. I'm going in with the white shade, and let's go over top of this. Whew. Whoa. I forget how blinding this is, but that should have gotten rid of the... yeah. I no longer have a grey cast because this is a white. That is fine. I would rather be beaming with white than have grey. I'm gonna highlight the normal areas, you know. Okay, as a final little touch to this, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. Glow Gleam Beam palette. This is in the shade Light. I'm gonna use the glitter shade in here. I'm just gonna tap over the high points. Ooh, so pretty. Just to add a little bit of sparkle. After all, this is inspired by a diamond, so we need some sparkle on the face. Okay, and now for lips, I think. Actually, I'll just put some setting spray on first. This is the Morphe Luminous setting spray, just to keep the theme going. Now, this is a nice finishing spray, but I hate the smell of it. It's supposed to smell like fresh and like cucumber, but to me, it always smells like sparkling water. Like it smells fizzy. I can't describe it. Yeah, it just smells weird. For my lip combo, I'm going to keep it quite nude, but have it very glossy and sparkly. So I'm going to use a Doll Beauty combo. I'm going to use the Beautybay lip liner, and then I'm also going to use the Dolled Out lipstick. I think I used this in a previous video. I do really like this formula. So, and then I have a few gloss options that I have not decided on yet, but let's just get the base on first. Tried to overline and kind of make my cupid's bow quite sharp, but I don't know if it worked. Just gonna go over the center with Dolled Out. I thought this was gonna be a little bit more pinky. It's very peach, isn't it? It is really pretty though. I really like this color. For gloss, I picked up two options. I got this one by Makeup Revolution, which is like part of their like crystals collection or something they had a while ago. This is in the shade Exquisite. And then I've also got the Raw Beauty X Colourpop collection gloss in the shade Glacier, which is a little bit beige. Let me just swatch them and see. That one's Glacier. And this one is Exquisite by Revolution. I do have this one as well, which I bought ages ago from TK Maxx and I haven't used yet. It's a mini of a Huda Beauty gloss in the shade Starcrossed. Let's see what this one looks like. Ooh, maybe that's the one. Although I don't know because it's very gold. I do think that one is the most kind of like reflective one. I'm gonna try this Huda Beauty one and see how I feel. Let's see. Oh, well, that's the doe foot. Fucked. Okay, mixes into the lipstick quite a bit. I was expecting it to be a little bit more reflective, but okay. Very comfortable though. This is a lot more wearable than what I thought it was gonna be. Like it's just kind of melted into the lipstick, you know? Which don't get me wrong, it's great for every day, but I wanted something that stood out a little bit more. Maybe I'll try going over with the Revolution one, because this has like actual glitter in it. Alright, I think I'm done adding gloss, because now I feel like I have 10 pounds of it on my lips. The Revolution one added like a little bit of sparkle. The Huda one left like a shimmer rather than like a sparkle that I want. So I think to rectify this, I'm gonna go back in with my e.l.f. palette and just take the glitter and just tap it over top. I just blotted down some of the gloss because it was way too much. And let's just pat a little bit of sparkle over top. Okay, cool. It's kind of given that iridescent sheen that I wanted. Made it a little bit more cool tone, which I like for this look. Is that it? Is that everything? I feel like I'm forgetting something for some reason. I guess skipping out on powder and bronzer really shortens it down a little bit, I guess. Yeah, this is the finished look. I'm gonna go ahead and do my hair because it's just up in a bun right now and I look like a sparkly egghead right now. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'll show you some up close shots of the makeup. See you guys in a sec. Alright you guys, and here is the finished look. I really like it, probably because I really like pastel makeup and pastel colours, so this is just doing it for me right now. It's really pretty and I like the fact you kind of get the hint of the pastel rainbow, but the gems are kind of like the star of the show, you know? Also, I really like what this has done to my lips. It's almost made them look really plump without like a lot of gloss. I don't know, it's very weird. But I like it. Whatever's happening, I like it. I feel like this looks very simple, but obviously it was a bit more intricate than like some of my other looks, I think. Well, more time consuming because of the gems, but I don't know, I think it's pretty. The eyes are like almost ethereal. If that makes sense. Like this could almost work for opal, but I don't know. I decided to do this for diamond anyway. I hope you like it. I hope you get the vibe I'm going for. But yeah, that is it for this video. Please leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. It really helps my channel out. If you're new, I hope you decide to subscribe. All you need to do is hit the red button down below and the bell button if you'd like to. And yeah, I hope the beginning of your week is going well so far. And I hope I see you on the next one. Till then, bye guys.